Oh, screw Skyrim. Thomas was alone. I don't have a sexy British voice, so I can't narrate this.
Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have. Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing. Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think! What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
Yes, I'm going to be listening to everything.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Anything that I may do.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
I think it's the same guy from Assassin's Creed.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important. It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No, too obvious. Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
No.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that. Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolved.
No.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Poor Thomas.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
You dick.
Thomas, 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. 4 minutes. 5 minutes. 6 minutes. 7 minutes. 8 minutes. 9 minutes. 10 minutes. 11 minutes. 12 minutes. 13 minutes. 14 minutes. 15 minutes. 16 minutes. 17 minutes. 18 minutes. 19 minutes. 20 minutes. 21 minutes. 22 minutes. 23 minutes. 24 minutes. 25 minutes. 26 minutes. 27 minutes. 28 minutes. 29 minutes. 30 minutes. 31 minutes. 32 minutes. 33 minutes. 34 minutes. 35 minutes. 36 minutes. 37 minutes. 38 minutes. 39 minutes. 40 minutes. 41 minutes. 42 minutes. 43 minutes. 44 minutes. 45 minutes. 46 minutes. 47 minutes. 48 minutes. 49 minutes. 50 minutes. 51 minutes. 52 minutes. 53 minutes. 54 minutes. 55 minutes. 56 minutes. 57 minutes. 58 minutes. 59 minutes. 60 minutes. 61 minutes. 62 minutes. 63 This was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile. Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him.
Idiot.
Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
No, come on. These platforms are spaced out a little too short for Thomas.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
What? No. Me dum dum. Me think this walking game, not platformer. No.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance, a moment to shine. This was game day. This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where'd they come from, anyway?
Com. I don't think I will, thank you very much.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.
I'm awesome.
Those muscles to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies.
Unlike Chris.
You could tell from the sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years.
Oh no, I can use John, can't I?
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Lil? Who you calling Lil? Unless I do this. Me not smart. No, I can do this then. Nope. I'm gonna leave them there just to make sure, just in case I fall.
Mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Really? Really?
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Keep them. We're not animals. We're squares or rectangle.
So, this was how Claire would die.
No, Claire.
It would happen eventually.
It's a bit morbid.
She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order.
Same.
The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realized she had superpowers.
Yes. Being fat and floating. Super. I mean.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower. All right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish. Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Oh, you do.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
But you know, let me get up. Oh, strange. Oh yeah, she can't jump because fucking Thomas is on her. Me dumb.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
I mean, Batman's done worse. Claire, darling, thank you.
The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Because life hates everyone.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
Oh, fuck, I should have moved him left. Unless she can jump out and press the button. Oh no, she can do it. Never mind, that was needlessly complex. Work them.
Wait. Where had Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall?
Oh.
If Claire was honest, and she had to be because she was a superhero, this was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
Bye, Claire.
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse.
Would he make that? Probably not. Oh, fuck it, I'll take it.
They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone. Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
Well, Thomas was alone. Roll credits. Now, where's the evil Chris?
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save. Being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object. Spikes? That was new. Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
Wait, rubbish red stuff. Can't remember if red kryptonite is actually worse than green, but hang on, whatever.
Wow. Deja vu.
Deja vu.
The world was repeating. And this time Thomas was here. Claire felt something had gone wrong. There was a disturbance in the force. Something had altered the matrix. The world was reacting to their progress. It was amassing its forces. It was plotting against them. Claire finally had a nemesis.
The world. Casually rip off Scott Pilgrim. No, 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 no. Why are you... Why is that not working? Is it because I have 60 FPS? Seriously, why is that not working? Jump, please.
Laura was pleased this one was behind a wall. Maybe he'd never know what she could do. Maybe they could just have a conversation. Hang out.
Hello?
As long as he didn't find out what she could do. Which would never happen so long as they stayed separate.
Let me guess, you can squeeze into tiny spaces. Oh, boss.
Laura didn't have time to worry about the ominous pixel cloud. It had been following her for some time, and it had kept itself to itself until now. More important, as the square, who had shyly introduced himself as Chris, bounced atop Laura, she began to worry that he was just using her like all the others had. They'd all bounced too, and then they disappeared when her back was turned. Only the ominous pixel cloud ever remained, looking a little bigger and a little less hungry with every disappearing friend.
Might be correlated.
With every bounce, Laura found herself less and less irritated by Chris. She started to miss him when he wasn't there, on another platform or something. She'd wonder what he was up to. Was he missing her? He wasn't saying very much.
I would just ignore Chris, he's an arsehole.
Chris was in love. She was perfect. He had to tell her so. At some point, he would definitely tell her. Probably best to wait for a moment the large, ominous pixel cloud wasn't about, though. Yeah, probably best to wait.
I'm not waiting.
Chris was massively disappointed to run into the gang again. He'd enjoyed the alone time with his new girlfriend.
Oh, Chris.
Was it too early to refer to Laura as his girlfriend?
Maybe.
Only if I say it out loud, he told himself. He didn't want to scare her off.
Well, it's kind of a waste. have a feeling.
The others seemed suspicious of Laura and the eager-looking pixel cloud of death which seemed to be watching her. Sure, they'd use her inherent bounciness to reach slightly higher jump points, but they wouldn't strike up a conversation with her. Chris found them rude. Rude? And always there. The others wouldn't drop it. Who's that cloud guy? Why is he following us? What's that rumbling hungry sound he keeps making? Chris, can we just leave Laura behind?
Oh, she's my girlfriend. Wait. You did.
Rude.
Sorry. Nope, come on. No, I didn't jump, idiot. My brain passed off for a second. I'm just like, oh, this is automatic, I just have to wait. No, because I'm gonna need him so she can get up. Or I can do it this way. Nope, because that doesn't work. Unless... Great. No. Eventually it'll work out.
Laura liked her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
Hey! Who you calling a loser? Who you calling Pinhead?
The pixel cloud was getting closer. It was spending more and more time hovering around. Laura could tell it was making the others uncomfortable.
Okay. Oh.
Thomas did not like the cloud. He'd long since stopped listing his observations, but he instinctively observed that this thing was bad. And he'd been right about the water.
Well, I'm gonna need Claire, lovely. You go there. And you can piss off over there. Careful, Chris.
Thomas could tell Chris was in love, and that was fantastic and everything, but that didn't mean they could let the doom cloud keep following them. Thomas was going to put his foot down once they got to the next level.
No, Thomas.
Chris. Miss Thomas. Wow. Did not see that coming. He felt a little guilty too. Without his love for Laura and subsequent reunion with the guys, Thomas would probably still be with them.
I'm guessing I need Chris. Oh, Chris.
Chris wondered if Thomas was still alive somewhere.
Well, so far I don't really need to move.
He wasn't going to go looking for him, but he did wonder, and that showed character. Probably.
No, Chris. Nah, fuck Chris. Who cares about Chris?
Maybe the others hadn't abandoned Laura all that time ago. It began to dawn on her that she might not be the tragic victim she'd always assumed.
Oh, cheesy evolving shit out of it. I mean, I could do that. I'm gonna have to do this. No, because I need to do this. Well then. Not what I'm doing. I'm not even remotely holding it that hard. Jump you. Oh.
Laura had been the bait. She had a hunch that she wasn't needed anymore.
This isn't gonna go very well. Unless I do this. No, more. How to make people care about geometry. Give them names and feelings.
John looked at Claire. It was just them now. She muttered something under her breath about a vow of vengeance. He didn't see the point. Fighting that thing seemed to be a pretty futile idea.
I don't need you. Except now. Help me. And the last of the teamwork. Oh yeah, because the fucking thing's chasing us, isn't it? Not what I wanted to do. I would like to jump every now and then.
As they struggled to get to the next portal, John hoped that he would be the next to get eaten. He didn't want to be alone.
Okay, John. Calm down. Oh, well, tough shit.
For the first time in a while, John didn't have an audience. He was alone. Leaping from black square to black square didn't seem nearly as exciting now. It just seemed empty. John gulped. He knew he'd never escape. He knew it was waiting for him. He decided to jump the massive scary gaps. For old time's sake.
Oh! You Nick. Jump for this when you know you can, not because you think you can. No, John. Upside down. Who are you?
James had always been
James.
different. And not different in that kooky, OMG, you've totally got to meet my mate James, he's literally insane kind of way.
Why did I do that?
He'd not seen anyone else in a long time. Not since getting eaten by that cloudy, pixely thing. He turned up here in some kind of cage.
Oh no, I'm soft look. Well, not soft looks, I can die.
He'd not seen anyone else in a long time. Not since getting eaten by that cloudy, pixely thing. He turned up here in some kind of cage. He'd gotten out, but it had taken a long time. James liked being alone. No one to insult him or question his unique disregard for Newtonian laws.
Exactly. Damn it, I didn't even listen to the thing.
The little red guy looked confused. His cage was a lot smaller than James's had been. James decided to find a way to help. Maybe they'd be friends.
One minute talks about, I don't want friends because I don't want to get insulted.
Thomas had no idea why he was here. One minute he was with his friends, the next he was being freed from a cage by a green guy with a nervous laugh.
Yeah.
He knew he had to get back to them. His turquoise hero seemed uncomfortable. Thomas imagined he'd feel the same way if he fell upwards all the time. If he didn't know better, he'd have thought James didn't want to meet everyone. This was working. James and Thomas, working together, could get anywhere. James didn't seem to understand the immense ability he possessed. Thomas
I'll just
wondered
leave Thomas for a minute.
what cloud thing had brought them both here.
Thank you. That's why you get weird friends. Who are allowed to step on them all the time. Because that's the moral of this story, right?
James grudgingly helped Thomas to each portal. He knew that eventually they'd find the others, and then he'd go back to being the weird one again. He decided to enjoy the time they had left.
That's what the elevator's for. Goddamn elevators. How the hell am I doing this? No, I'm just making the jump. Stop doing that.
Why did Thomas even want to spend time with James? Was he not repulsed by his weird colour?
Fuck off.
Did he not care about his inversions?
Bullshit. What? Oh. I don't think that's intended.
James was having fun. For the time being. Sarah leaned her wizened head back and laughed. Ha 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 ha! The quadrilaterals were apparently after some friends of theirs. How petty an adventure.
Oh, she can double jump.
She spoke in terms she could only hope they might understand of the fountain of wisdom, the channel through which all data flowed.
Data. You're fucking English, right? Say data.
Sarah could leap in the very air itself. She was like an eagle or a flea.
Lee.
Or more like an eagle. She had vowed long ago that she would know this world. She would know what this world was. And she, the Red One, who spoke wisely for a lesser, offered Sarah their help, so long as she then helped them save their friends. He said that he too had wondered at the secrets of this world and would quite like a go on the wisdom fountain. That was okay. Sarah wondered at the possibilities of the outer world. She had heard legends of a third dimension. Perhaps
We don't speak of that here.
one of those curves the blind square had spoken of.
We don't speak of 3D here. Doesn't exist. Myth. Pure myth.
A single jump each? These were truly weak creatures. They possessed heart, though. Sarah might consider taking them with her, if they were up to it, which they were probably not. They were close. Sarah sensed the presence of the fountain. Just one more portal to go, and then she would have the knowledge. And then escape.
Nope, not what I was looking for. I will cheese this.
Thomas looked at the glowing beam.
Pictures of devs.
He'd been writing seemed pretty petty now. This was all knowledge.
Or just random drawings.
Right in front of him. He was sorry Sarah couldn't step into it too. He could tell she felt the same way. from the shouting and the screaming.
You are the chosen one, Thomas. Nice.
Thomas was connected to the internet for 12 seconds, and he had seen everything. He'd seen the cats who couldn't spell, he'd heard of the arrow through the knee.
No.
He felt there was probably a thing called cake, but that it was a lie.
No, Wheatley, we don't talk about this, Wheatley. You're not allowed to become sentient. Because I'm fairly certain it's the same guy. Who then is also, like say, Sean in SSSSS.
Thomas knew where they were. He knew what they had to do. He hoped the others would understand. They were just beyond the next portal. Thomas knew they couldn't escape. They'd been trapped permanently from the moment the clouds ate them. He explained this to the others. It was impossible to gauge their reaction. After all, they were just rectangles.
That's a little bit of an understatement. Nope. This.
Sarah was deflated. She'd not even got close to the fountain. She could tell from the earnest expression on Thomas that the information it had imparted was clearly important. Sarah knew her destiny was now to support him.
You go there. And then you go all the way over here. You go here-ish. No. Because if I do this, then everyone has to be set in the one specific pattern. I want you, Claire. Which means he would have to go there. Yeah, because then Claire has to go there, but she's gonna need you. Oh, I guess. Ehehehe, indeed. You up here. And you down there. Nope. And I want you to come up here. No, I'm an idiot. Oh, no, she does need to go here. There we go. Hold up. Oh, this is really tanking my frame rate. A game that is about squares and literal just basic 2D geometry has tanked my frame rate from 60 to 35. It's all those particle effects.
Claire could not accept that this had all been futile. She was a superhero. There had to be a way. Not for her to get out. Red had been pretty clear on that, but there must be thousands of other AIs up there, unaware of their situation. Was there a way to help them?
Oh.
Thomas led his friends to the creation matrix, the system which generated the worlds up above. He had a plan. They were going to redesign the world. That's what the humans did. They changed the world to suit them. Why couldn't they do the same?
Because you're not human, you're less than human, you geometry-having motherfucker. No. Come on, Chris. Don't know, what have you been up to, August? Nope. Chris needs help. Again. As per fucking usual.
Chris was
Frame rate. Now I'm at 25 FPS. Why? Who knows?
smiled at him. And immediately, he knew he had to do everything he could.
Such an incredibly difficult game to run this. I mean, just look at how beautifully, graphically amazing this game is. Progressing with 4 cores, your first time streaming it. I heavily doubt that's true. I heavily doubt that's true. Because you only own like 5 games, right? Do not tank my frame rate even further. Why are you tanking my frame rate? Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Then we have to folk call Nuni Kuni. Yes, you must play Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni best game.
Laura had been born special. She understood that now. She was created to help others. If her bounce could be passed on, then this would all have been worthwhile.
Yeah, tank my frame rate.
The idea of being an architect.
What am I on? 7.7? What if I just restart the level? Does it?
Thomas
Nope.
liked the idea of
I just keep losing frame rate. And I'm on 7.7. Oh no, this game really does just keep shitting itself. Come on. Why is that locked? What was I on? 7.7. I'm just gonna Alt F4 very quickly and then boot it back up again. You're 98% with Ni no Kuni 2 trophies. Let me guess, the one that you're missing is get to like level 100 or whatever it is. I'm fairly certain that's a trophy. Nope, resuming's fine.
Thomas.
My frame rate's fine again.
Idea of being an architect.
Yep.
He wanted to
Yeah,
make
if you want hints on how to do that, grind the final boss.
contrived spaces, these intentionally
The final
obtuse
boss
paths and puzzles.
is the quickest and fastest way to get the biggest amount of XP. That if you just if you skip all the cutscenes and just blast your way through the boss, you can do. I think you can get to, depending on what level you are now, but getting to that said max level should take you. I mean, it'll still take you about like 10 to 15 hours because it took me a while, but you'll get there eventually. You want to do Catherine? I know Catherine used to sort of make me. Well, I'll rephrase it. I've wanted to play Catherine years ago, but now the kind of jokey sort of, hey, do you want to date Catherine or Catherine? And whatever, like that whole shtick for me has just kind of gotten old. And obviously there's nothing wrong with the game, it's just that I guess I just don't care for the sort of jokey gimmick thing anymore. You even have a Lollipop Chainsaw. Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same thing with Lollipop Chainsaw as well, I suppose.
John's massive jumps were dwarfed by Sarah. For the first time in his life, he felt humbled, not as good as someone else. He realized that he wanted to make every AI up there feel as heroic as he had.
Again, obviously nothing wrong with Lollipop Chainsaw. I guess the only problem I do have with Lollipop Chainsaw is the repetitive.
James still felt weird, but he realized now that everyone else was too.
You know, the running, when you rev up your chainsaw when you do the running sections. I guess that's the biggest problem with that game.
The other AIs would escape, and it would all be down to 7 rectangles with very different relationships to gravity.
The heck is this? I almost said 3D. We don't talk about 3D here. They've been thinking about that a little too much. That apparently a 3D world exists, but no, I'm not telling them about that. But no, this is just a 2D platformer stroke puzzle game. It's not really a puzzle game, it's mostly a platformer, where each of these bits of geometry have different abilities. So like this one can double jump. Sarah can double jump. I forgot the name of this one. Can't jump very high, but she can bounce people up. John can jump really high. Chris is an arsehole, and he can only jump small. Claire has superpowers and can float in water. Tell her it's superpowers, she doesn't need to know that it's not a superpower. This guy, again, forgot his name, but he doesn't care for Newtonian physics, apparently. And then Thomas, well, Thomas was alone. Roll credits. But, you know, each of these characters have their own sort of personalities. Like I say, Chris is an arsehole because when he met Thomas, obviously because Thomas could jump higher than Chris could, Chris was like, oh, who the f do you think you are can jump higher than me? Pfft. So, yeah. And also, Chris just applied himself that the pink one is his girlfriend, so against her will.
It didn't matter. If he and his friends jumped into the creation matrix, they could give everyone else in the simulation a chance to.
Oh, I can make that. When the brother seated out here, he went PS3 game, not Thomas was alone. Listen, man. No, Thomas, please. I can probably make that. If I can jump. Ah, I can make it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good puzzle, sort of puzzle platformer, whatever you want to call it. It's not a very long game because I'm pretty much at the end and I'm only an hour and a half in, but because I did play Skyrim slightly earlier, but I gave up because I died, and because I didn't save Scum, I then just hid myself. I was like, well, fuck it. So I just couldn't be asked to redo what I didn't do, or what I didn't save up to again. As per usual. How did I die? Some guy with a massive sword hit me, and I keeled over. Double crap. With a massive sword, yeah, sword. No, I guess that's fine. Yeah, no, I was doing the companion quest, and basically, I was doing the second companion quest where you go into the place to get one of the pieces of the sword, or the axe, whatever it is. And yeah, there was just some dude in there, had a giant ass sword, and for no particular reason, him, out of all the people in that cave, was the only one who was able to hit me 3 times to kill me. Wasn't very nice of him. No, because the AI that was with me was too stupid to aggro him. So instead the AI just aggroed against me and then just, like, hit me 3 times and killed me. So I obviously gave up because, like I say, because I hadn't saved, I was just like, nah, fuck this. Like, I'm very easy to just sort of slightly give up on some games sometimes, because, like I said, I just cannot be arsed. Like, playing the game yesterday was fine, but now I'm in a position where it's like, oh, you picked up 1 gold and you didn't save. Well, now you've got to redo 10 hours of the game again. Whoops. Because, like, the game never fucking auto-saves. Which, obviously, I shouldn't expect it to, but, you know, within reason, like... Yeah, so I would have to have sat through a whole fucking cutscene, fight, like, 12 dudes again. It's like, no, I can't be asked. I just really couldn't be asked to do it. Which, like I say, is the only problem, I guess, with that game in particular. Like I say, if I'm not saving every 2 seconds... Oh, I didn't realize my head's also in the way of the credits while doing writing. Oh shit. Oh, who is this? No, it's not the same guy, is it? Or is it Nega? John. And what happened with the Sims? Like I said, obviously I tried doing that fixing thing.
Something changed beneath his feet. Something had shifted. The shape in front of him hinted at a possibility.
I'm now both John and Claire.
He couldn't do that before.
Yeah, as I say, with the Sims, like I say, because the sleeping thing was broken, even trying to move people out and back in again still didn't fix it, so...
Joe was happy. They'd settled here. They'd not seen another AI for many cycles, and she liked it that way. She saw Sam leap into the shifter with fear.
Yeah, I didn't think you can make that. Uh-oh, have I balked? Have I somehow balked to this? Fucking jump, man! Jesus Christ. How hard do I have to press the fucking A button to jump? Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart because I balked. I balked it.
Joe was happy. They'd settled here. They'd not seen another AI for many cycles, and she liked it that way.
Yeah, I balked heavily.
She saw Sam leap into the shifter with fear.
Yeah, true, but like I said, I just couldn't be asked.
Gray couldn't work it out. Why was the world letting him do this? It was dumb. It was awesome, obviously, but why?
Falling upside down is not dumb.
Be leading him
Gray.
Up, and to the right.
No, Thomas.
Joe wished Sam would stop. This was just like the time with the pixel clouds. They hadn't seen any for a while. He was always running off like this.
Oh no, now I'm And the other.
Sam was sorry, and he tried to calm Joe down. He couldn't explain why he felt this way. He just knew that there was somewhere else he should be.
Yeah, fuck me, I just did the same thing. I blame you for that one. No! Oh, yeah, I forgot you can float. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I do, I mean, I might try Sims Medieval.
Paul felt it. There was a whisper to the shifters. They had not occurred randomly. They had been created. He set off.
Yes, so Thomas and everyone else who they knew sacrificed their lives so they could help others.
Gray listened to the old man. The shifters had been placed in the world by the architects, AIs who sacrificed themselves to fuel their escape. There was an outer world, a world beyond the confines of their universe. Up and to the right. Jo was growing to like her newfound abilities. Maybe Sam had done the right thing after all. It was getting a bit chilly though.
Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh no, what to do? Oh, this idiot. Order on your third cup of coffee. Coffee, but you've only been up for like what, an hour? Or 5 minutes? And now I can double jump as Sarah.
Behind. He had to get to this exit. He had to be the one to get out. A whole world
Not even
to
an hour.
himself. He had to get there before anyone else did.
No, come on.
Paul cursed Gray. He should never have told him. He had to get to the other AIs of the world, warn them about Gray. Stop him.
This is what happens when you have a limp-fisted jump.
Joe and Sam saw Gray across the gap. He waved them over. He seemed, well, nice. They helped him to the next portal. Team Jump had been together for a long time. They were a machine, a well-oiled machine. They could jump like nobody's business.
Oh, damn it. How's my head? Man, that sounds wrong. What? How's my head? What? How's my head? How are you? You good? He's good. Why? Mini-me's doing fine. I mean, not mini. Don't listen to me. What I just said. It's not mini-me. It's fuck it. That I'm working on. I am working on it later. Just got to polish it up, and then it'll be just there. Nope, go right in the middle. Thank you. Oh, you could have just made it over. Well, fuck me, right?
They thought as one, they acted as one.
I mean, I have done something completely different to the weird not human head. Yeah, I've done a completely different project, and it looks mighty nice. Please make it. Which I can show you if you want. Okay, so I just activated 2 at once with 1 character. Nice. Also, nice frame rate.
Paul bowed before the team. He begged them to help. He told them of the outer world, of the cats who couldn't spell, of the lion, Gray. Up and to the right, they answered in unison.
Bollocks. Hang on a minute, that's not how that was supposed to work. Oh, unless these guys just flat out cannot drown. Show you, okay. Please don't drown. Oh no, they don't drown, they sink. There's spikes on it. And no, I will not come.
Gray, Joe and Sam continued moving upwards. They had to make it. Gray had told the couple he was looking for a lost friend. He'd made something up about being alone on a quest for lost allies. They had eaten it up.
But he just wants unlimited power. Where is it? Yeah, that one. You might recognize it. Bollocks, I missed my jump. That was your fault. No! Game, please. Why you do this? I'm gonna go all the way fucking back around. Oh no, now I'm soft locked. Fucking lovely. Great game, 10 out of 10. Yes, that is a new one.
Joe and Sam
Do you not recognize it?
upwards. They had to make it.
I mean, I assume you should know who that is.
Gray had told the couple he was looking for a lost friend. He'd made something up about being alone on a quest for lost allies. They had eaten it up.
No, you do. Yeah, so like, yeah, just a completely different one that I've done. Yeah, just something completely different. Thank you. It's great. It's great how it's great how I attempt to do a human figure, and whilst it looks fine, and then for no particular reason I just decide to do that. I will admit that I will admit looks pretty fucking good. No, make it, you fuck. Oh, we're gonna be here a while, so yeah, like I say, like that's come out so much better than I thought it would. Again, the only weird thing about that is trying to do his hair and his eyes, because obviously his eyes aren't normal human eyes that fit anywhere. I just bulged them out, painted them, and called it a day. But doing his hair was something I had to think about for 5 minutes, because obviously his... Oh, can you really not get on that, you asshole? Yeah, so doing his hair, because obviously in the cartoon he's only got 6 strands of hair. Obviously I had to try and interpret that in a 3D space, and I just did that. I just pulled it out and called it a day. And then the way that I coloured him and textured it, I just got the drawing, put it in Blender, and then did the color picker. Obviously the squiddy color picker thing that you can do, and just clicked on the image that I imported. So those colors are 1-to-1 of what the cartoon uses. Fancy, thanks. No, you thought, just in case. No, you thought. Obviously, I do plan on making the rest of his body.
The team, along with their spiritual leader Paul, worked their way right. Team Jump were proud of their progress. They'd obliterated all challenges in their path. Yeah, they'd heard of individuals getting stuck on staircases or stepping stones. This did not happen to Team Jump.
Yeah. Like I say, the shit human head that I attempted to make is fine, but yeah, that looks nice. So I'm gonna try and do, obviously once I'm done with him, I may attempt to do, Phineas and Ferb as well, so... And obviously whilst I'm at it, Perry the Platypus! Are they eventually going to fall out? Probably not. Obviously, I guess sort of doing Harry the Platypus should within reason be easy. Just because it is a rectangle with a bill, some feet, and yeah, that was it.
The exit portal. He smiled to himself, trying to work out the easiest way of dispensing with his allies when the time came.
Why you know what? That's why you know what. No. Oh. Yeah, like I say, I like that.
Jump saw the others beyond the wall. They were doing well. Paul tried to shout a warning, but they couldn't hear him. Gray counted 5 in Team Jump. He could take them.
Yeah, I will eventually get them done. Why the hell did you move? Nope, nope, nope. This is gonna be a little annoying. No, I need to help our poor little friend over. which means I need the big guy. This is why you do puzzles with friends, not against them. Especially if those friends move their big fat asses out of the way. Idiot. Really long ass puzzle.
Sam was worried at how silent Gray had become. He wasn't responding to Joe's questions or acknowledging them at all.
One tiny mistake and it's all over. Actually, I've got a better idea. My better idea would have worked had I just followed through with it. Except for him. No, 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 no. No, it doesn't matter that he dies. You can always get back.
Were they really trying to save his friends? Paul knew the path ahead wasn't safe. He told the team to wait, that he'd come get them when it was secure. Grey had to be stopped, whatever the cost.
No, come on.
The Pixel Cloud had been separated from its allies for some time. She'd not heard the order to retreat. She was shocked by the appearance of the 4 aberrations below. The old one seemed to be leading the liar to an outcropping. It was within.
Come on, blow him in the back of his head.
She could remove them both. The couple could wait. They weren't going anywhere.
No, I guess anyone can become anything, right? May as well give this guy a double jump. Or I give her a double jump. This may take a while. So with you floating, you gotta be shitting me. I might need the other ones to come here. I need you. But technically I need you with this, but the problem is you can't make that jump. How am I doing this? Have I soft-locked as well? I may have fucking soft-locked. Probably not soft-locked per se, but... So I can't get them back out again. Why are you going left? I mean, double jump would solve this for him, but the problem is he can't. I think I'm gonna need to reset. Yeah, I need to reset, I need to get this one over.
The Pixel Cloud had been separated from its allies for some time. She'd not heard the order to retreat. She was shocked by the appearance of the 4 aberrations below. The old one seemed to be leading the liar to an outcropping. It was within her reach. She could remove them both. The couple could wait. They weren't going anywhere.
Next thing that gets him up and out, but I need you to come over so we can jump on and get in. Once he gets in, then I can get these over. No, because I don't want him to go through yet. Never mind, that doesn't even work. I need double jump. Woo! I'm gonna leave him there for now. Now these have to go back, because this... No, how am I... No, I need him to come back. Unless... No, I should be able to use double jump with him to get back over. Then double jump will solve that problem. Yeah, so I can get in anyway. So that's fine. You can die because who cares. Then all I need is double jump for this guy. Can go here for a minute. This one needs to be bouncy. That solves that, and now I just need double jump. No. Why did I even attempt to fucking do that? Shoot him in the back of the head, now. I'll do that.
Joe and Sam ran. They had no idea where these final portals would lead, but it had to be better than this. it.
Computers. We were software the entire time? No. This is the point where I just say indie games. Because, yeah, Danny Wallace, that's his name. Yeah, Danny Wallace. Ugh. But yeah, so the programs were escaping, basically, long story short. I think. Don't ask, I don't fucking know. Now the question is, what is locked? And why is it locked? And why is that locked? Unless this is DLC for this that I don't own. In which case, oops. A sequel. Oh man, was this what I just did? Okay, so that's what I just did. I need to do level 10. So yeah, no, I need to do target, and then it unlocks that. Also, no, I don't want to move that. I want to move this. I'm just going to move me out of the way slightly, sorry. Since my big head's been in the way of the big wall of text.
Benjamin and his father climbed between the rocks. If they moved fast enough, they could probably see the fountain before darkness fell. Benjamin had brought sandwiches especially.
Ooh, sandwiches. Sandwiches.
Benjamin's father insisted on that. They were meticulously crafted, packed away in neat boxes. For as many cycles as he could remember, Benjamin had made the climb with his father. Every time, the glow felt closer, more tangible. Benjamin hoped that one day, he'd be able to reach out and touch it. Benjamin ran. His father had sent word that it was ready, that it was actually done.
Well, so they can escape the system and basically break the Matrix? I think not.
There had been a few misfires. Benjamin had seen the rectangle who tested Mark 26. More of a trapezium now.
Oh no, not a trapezium. That's a fate worse than going to the recycle bin. No!
The jetpack was glorious. Benjamin's father motioned to the switches he'd made, told him to fly to them. Slowly, though. Benjamin ignored him, of course, hitting the sequence as quickly as possible. He was dying to test this out properly, to fly to the fountain.
Oh!
Just a quick flight up to the fountain. Benjamin was sure his father wouldn't mind. The locked doors were a precaution. The spike walls, a friendly reminder to be aware of his surroundings. That combination lock on the jetpack had, after all, been exceptionally easy to guess.
Oh my god. Come on.
Anna was done. The fountain had sounded like a great idea when she started. An adventure. And more importantly, it was an adventure she could have alone.
Alone? I want to be more like Anna. I don't need friends. Bollocks.
But she hadn't been alone. And they had seen her.
The perverts.
Benjamin was getting good at this. He could fly. It was important to stay focused, though. He had a fountain to get to. Get to the fountain, touch it, get home for dinner. His father wouldn't even notice he'd gone anywhere.
No. Balls.
The rectangle seemed remarkably unimpressed by Benjamin's jetpack. She didn't even ask about it. She just
How dare you?
look it up and
Look at my jetpack.
muttering about clouds.
I wonder if I can boost her up.
Excited, Benjamin decided that this was a
Yes, I
passing
can.
disinterest, and she'd come round eventually. Anna tried to talk the obnoxiously single-minded Square out of his plan. She should have left him, taken the next portal home and
Get fucked, puzzles. I heard that.
he kept motioning at.
What was this? Where's the one they fear? It's called I Gave Up.
They were halfway.
No, I mean I died and because Skyrim doesn't save
I've become aware of
like
its
at
existence
all.
by now.
Bollocks. Yeah, because the game doesn't save at all. When you die, yeah, you get reset back up until the last save, and usually it's the last save you make, and the last save I made was like maybe like 10 minutes prior. And I just fuck me, and I just could not be asked to redo 10 minutes. So instead, I'm playing.
Father
Thomas was alone.
on the jetpack.
Nope. Bollocks. You requested bottled it emote. I didn't bottle it. The dungeon that I was in, the enemies couldn't touch me for shit. But then, just for no particular reason whatsoever, there was just one guy who could kill me in like 3 hits. Like, it just made no fucking sense. That's why I didn't save, because why save if enemies aren't gonna do much damage, if at all anything, and then one guy turns up and says, nope. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it got hard for no reason. And not obviously the good kind of hard, but just hard in general. Oh, balls.
Anna tried again. She told Benjamin about the blinding light of the fountain, of the clouds which had defended it. She begged him not to carry on. He laughed it off. He wasn't afraid of clouds, so however pixelated they were. He could fly above them or swoop to avoid them.
Bitch, get out of my way.
He scared her.
Oh, I don't have to do that. Then why didn't the water move? No, because I'm blind. So how is life? Well, fine. I don't think I've shown you this, but I've 3D modeled 2 human heads, if you want to have a look at them. One of them looks like shite, and looks like, you know, back in the early 2000s when you see, you know, like, oh, this is what old people used to look like, and they're like really bad 3D renditions of humans. Yeah, that's what that is.
Sarah was awed by the square.
Oh, Sarah's back.
Her voice boomed, raised above the
Oh, this is a prequel.
You don't happen to have any
How was the goal? Fine. I mean, I'm alive, so it's going well enough. Yeah, it's just that I don't know what to have later. But I shall find something, damn it. Oh. Why am I moving my head? Of course. Also, I think... Oh no, they also made it. I think this game's also just crossing over every fucking song in every level. Because... You know, game's broken.
Benjamin liked the little purple fangirl. And she was kind of cute. And she seemed really impressed with his jetpack.
Every game is broken to me. Well, then why is there like 3 songs playing at the same time?
But no.
If they was designed that way, then oh, the music's great.
Understand the dream he had, the importance
No.
of what he was doing.
Bollocks. Yeah, it's just playing like every fucking song of every level at the same time.
That double jump was cool too.
So yeah, it is a little broken.
Fountain of knowledge sounded fantastic. Benjamin hadn't told her what it was, really. She suspected he didn't know. He ploughed off ahead while she jumped behind him, helping the increasingly resigned Anna. Sarah suspected Anna had no faith in Benjamin. She was scared. Ha! She had not the faith to believe in their leader.
And yes, just in case you didn't know, the narrator is Sean from Ass. Yes, from Assassins. Yep, Danny Wallace. Same guy.
definitely done this time. She had tried. The self-aggrandizing square and the purple orator were never going to listen. She locked the door behind herself. She would stay here where it was safe. She could wait a few cycles. Who knew? Maybe this would be enough. She was done with it. Sarah laughed, but she had no fear now. The doubter, Anna, had hidden away.
Frame rate. Oh yeah, also this game's frame rate just shits itself after you play a few levels. So yes, this game is broken.
Benjamin carried her even higher. He swore the fountain was close, that soon she would see him touch it.
You.
He said it would...
No. No. No.
The world surrounding the fountain was brighter than the rest. Light seemed to engulf the space around it, pouring into the chambers. Benjamin was close. The jetpack was working. Benjamin thought of his father again.
Really?
He thought about how proud the big square would be of what he'd accomplished.
Frame rate. Hope.
Sarah knew she could not follow Benjamin.
I'm gonna
any
die doing this. Oh! Get fucked.
It shone before him, its light reverberating off the walls percussively.
Oh, you're gonna tell me that this guy is the black orb that's killing everyone? So how much frames am I getting? Currently 37. I should be getting 60, but as I just said, when you, the more of this game you play, the lower the frame rate gets, because again, if all the music in the background isn't telling you enough, then it's compiling everything that I've ever done together, and it doesn't make any sense. Well, it does, bad coding, but yeah.
Engulfed Benjamin. He was...
Woo, mazes.
Benjamin was blind. He had seen shadows, bright lights, data in innumerable, unimaginable combinations. And then it had gone. He wasn't ready. He sat. There was nothing else to do. He'd try and find his way home tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, nice checkpoint.
Sarah fell. Benjamin was stuck up there. She had no idea if she'd ever see him again.
No, not who?
The fountain had destroyed everything. It had unleashed the clouds. It had blinded Benjamin. Sarah swore she would see it again. She'd get back to it. She would know what it was and what it contained.
Probably Desmond Miles at this rate. Oh yeah, and this is where we meet her for the first time in the main game. So this was the DLC. Yeah, so like I said, this is where you meet her for the first time. Except it's a little more cheery when you meet her. It's like, oh, she can double jump, cool. And yet the prequel story is, well, there's a thing, it blinded some kid, it trapped some other people, they gave up, and now it's basically the end of the world. Cool. And see, the music's still playing. So I'm just gonna quit, because otherwise I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. But yeah, anyway. Thomas was alone. And obviously I can't do a Danny Wallace voice. I'm not as, I don't have as good of a voice as he does. Especially not as good to piss people off. Anyway, I have no idea what the hell I'm playing next. So yeah, they were our friends. All of them. And that was the one that we just played as the... Anyway. But yeah, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing next. But yeah, Thomas was alone in what, 2.5 hours. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it.